This is the shortest question I got on my list. Are you happy with this season?
As we sit here today, yes, but we still got another game, so
Right.
it's it never ends. But I'm really again, it's hard to pass judgment because we're not done with the season. But the way the guys have rebounded, the way they stuck together, as I said earlier, that's really so commendable. I can say this: it's been a really enjoyable group to work with, and as I said on the Sunday of our bowl acceptance, to me that goes back to January, and I know we get judged by wins and losses. I understand that totally. Those 12 games plus whatever. But as a coach, what you really look at, I think, is what's it been since we got started back on January 17th, 16th, whatever the date might have been. How have the guys run the race, and that was my point about when I went out for my walk that day of the Michigan game. You're always saying about the what ifs, but in my mind, this team had done so many good things, day by day, week by week, month by month, that whatever our record ended up being, to that point, even though we'd had a really tough outing the Saturday before, these guys have just shown a lot of substance. They've shown a lot of really positive qualities. So, when you see that on a daily basis, the wins and losses come and go, and boy, they're not fun. The losses aren't fun, but it's really about how they run the race, and then typically if they do run the race in quality fashion, there's no guarantee good things are going to happen, but you give yourself a chance for that, and these guys have done a pretty good job that way.
Yeah, I feel like I'm understanding that more as we go here.
It's complex.
Yeah,
it is complex.
Because I actually look at the sidebar, I look at the way this team's playing now, and I think they probably, my opinion, that maybe they beat last year's team. I don't know.
Maybe in November. It's you just triggered a thought for me. It's like back in 2002. I'm not sure we couldn't have beaten anybody. Like late October, that October, mid-October to the end of the season, we're clipping along pretty good. Now we got to the Orange Bowl, whole different team. That's on us as coaches. We didn't have the team ready. We didn't know how to handle that. Right. But the way we were, late October through November, we were a pretty good team. But that's the same team that lost a heartbreaking loss out here in Kinnick, week 3. Barely got out of Miami, Ohio. I mean, we got out of there by that much. And, so if you look at it in September compared to where we were at that point in the season, night and day difference. And that really, I'm not saying it's not like this everywhere, but I know coaching at Iowa, I mean, that's the thing you really have to stay focused on, is that it's a long path. And I don't want to say it's just about surviving in September, but it kind of is about surviving in September. Trying to build enough momentum where you start getting some traction and maybe really develop into a team that, and we've had some decent performances in September, but we've never been at our best in September. It's not the way it is here.
Right. Yeah. And sometimes those 4-0s in September's ended up worse than November.
2006 was right to mind. Yeah, 6-1.
That's when I was.
And that
didn't mean to bring it up.
Well, no, that's part of my DNA.
Yeah. Right.